Thank you. Good afternoon, Your Excellencies, co-citizens on planet Earth. It's now 10 years since the world in Paris entered the legally binding agreement to avoid dangerous climate change. Since then, science has become overwhelmingly clear. Allowing long-term global warming to exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius constitutes danger. And yet, greenhouse gas emissions continue rising, and in 2024, annual global temperature change was pushed beyond 1.5 degrees Celsius for the first time on our watch. This is a deep concern. An even deeper concern is that warming appears to be accelerating, outpacing emissions. The long-term average warming is now between 1.3 and 1.4 degrees. We are on a path to breach 1.5 degrees Celsius multi-decadal boundary within the next 5–10 years, a temperature we've not experienced over the past 100,000 years. Here we must admit failure. Failure to protect peoples and nations from unmanageable impacts of human-induced climate change. But we don't have to keep failing. Returning to below 1.5 degrees by the end of this century must remain the obligation for all international efforts to limit dangerous climate change. Extreme heats, fire, droughts, water scarcity, flooding, and land degradation, reinforced by us, are already impacting the lives of billions of people around the world. Beyond 1.5 degrees Celsius, these dangers will become increasingly unmanageable. Every tenth of a degree of avoided warming matters, saves lives and livelihoods. This is not a time for resignation. Beyond 1.5 degrees Celsius, there's also a real risk of crossing tipping points. The most recent science concludes that we're therefore dangerously close to triggering fundamental and irreversible change. If we make the right choices going forward, though, there is still an overshoot pathway that can bring temperatures back below 1.5 degrees Celsius by the end of this century. Such a narrow escape remains possible, but it will be extremely challenging. It requires deep and rapid reduction of all greenhouse gases, involving a near-complete transition, starting now, away from fossil fuels. We also know that cutting emissions won't be enough. We need to massively scale up carbon dioxide removal. For every 0.1 degrees Celsius of planetary cooling, 200 billion tons are needed to be removed from the atmosphere. But even if this succeeds, we fail, unless we safeguard the world's most powerful carbon sink and planetary cooling system, a healthy planet. If we don't return to the safe operating space of the 9 planetary boundaries that regulates Earth's stability, including biodiversity, pollutants, land, nutrients, and the ocean, a safe climate future is out of reach, irrespective of our mitigation efforts. Don't be fooled. We are currently following a path that will take us to 3 degrees Celsius in just 75 years, shorter than the existence of this very institution. An existential threat we have not experienced in the last 3 million years. And there's no guarantee that efforts to cool the planet will succeed. So my message today, science is clear. We have a planetary crisis on our watch, and we do have scalable solutions for phasing out fossil fuels, efficient resource use, and transformation to healthy and sustainable food. Pathways that makes us all winners. The window to a manageable climate future is still open, but just. Failure is not inevitable. It is a choice. Thank you. And with that, I pass on to my dear colleague, Professor Katharine Hayhoe.
Thank you. As Dr. Rockstrom indicated, we are conducting